Tensions between Iran and the United States continue to fluctuate between cautious diplomacy and renewed threats, as multiple global actors attempt to prevent further escalation in the Middle East. According to Iranian state-run DawnNews, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmaeil Baghaei has confirmed that Iran has received U.S. views and is currently reviewing them. He stated that Pakistan continues to play a mediating role by facilitating exchanges of messages between Tehran and Washington. He added that several rounds of communication have already taken place based on Iran's original 14-point framework, as diplomatic channels remain active despite rising tensions. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump has issued strong warnings alongside cautious signals on the timeline for negotiations. Speaking at Joint Base Andrews, Trump said the United States is prepared to carry out further attacks on Tehran if Iran does not agree to a peace deal. However, he also indicated that Washington could wait a few days to receive what he described as the right answers. Trump said, "Believe me, if we don't get the right answers, it goes very quickly. We're all ready to go." He added that the timeline for a decision could be a few days, but stressed that any action could also happen very quickly if necessary.
It's right on the borderline, believe me. If we don't get the right answers, it goes very quickly. We're all ready to go. We have to get the right answers. It would have to be a complete 100% good answers. And if we do, we save a lot of time, energy, and lives, most importantly.
How long will you wait?
Could go very quickly. Or a few days. It could be a few days, but it could go very quickly. Iran is a defeated nation. We're dealing with some people, and I must tell you, we're dealing with some very good people. We're dealing with people that are, I think, far more reasonable than the people that are really no longer with us. We're dealing with some people with talent, with good brain power, and we're pretty impressed by it. So hopefully those people will make a deal that's going to be great for everybody.
Are you getting tired of the
But
back and
I
forth?
don't know. Do I get what? I never get tired. But what I like to do, if I can save war by waiting a couple of days, if I can save people being killed by waiting a couple of days, I think it's a great thing to do.
Separately, Trump described the state of talks with Iran as being on the borderline between reaching an agreement to end the conflict and a return to military strikes. He said the situation remained delicate and repeated that the United States required complete, 100% good answers from Tehran. According to him, a successful agreement would save a lot of time, energy, and lives. Trump also revealed that he had previously been close to ordering renewed strikes on Iran but postponed the action following requests from Gulf states, which sought to give diplomacy more time. In another statement, Trump expressed confidence that Israel would not act independently against Iran if Washington decided otherwise. Referring to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, he said, "He'll do whatever I want him to do," adding that the US and Israel were aligned in their position on Iran. International reactions to the situation have also been closely watched. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan told Trump in a phone call that he welcomed the extension of the ceasefire between the US and Iran. According to the Turkish presidency, Erdogan said he believed contested issues between the sides could still be resolved and described the ceasefire extension as a positive development. Saudi Arabia also weighed in on the evolving situation. Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan praised Trump's decision to give diplomacy a chance after the US president paused planned strikes on Iran. In a statement on social media, he said Saudi Arabia highly appreciated efforts to reach an acceptable agreement to end the conflict. He also reaffirmed Riyadh's support for ongoing mediation efforts carried out by Pakistan and urged Iran to take advantage of the opportunity to avoid further escalation and its consequences. From the Iranian side, National Security official Ibrahim Azizi struck a defiant tone, saying Iran's experience demonstrates what he called the untrustworthiness of the United States. He said Iran is prepared for every scenario and warned that many more surprises still remain. He also claimed that the American public is aware of the costs and consequences of their government's actions. In a related development, US Central Command confirmed that American forces boarded an Iranian-flagged oil tanker in the Gulf of Oman after suspecting a violation of a naval blockade. The vessel was later released after inspection and instructions were given to its crew to change course. CENTCOM also stated that 91 commercial vessels have been redirected and 4 others disabled amid ongoing maritime tensions. At the global economic level, the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization warned that disruption in the Strait of Hormuz could trigger a severe global food price crisis. It described the situation as the beginning of a systemic agri-food shock, explaining that rising energy costs, fertilizer disruptions, lower yields, and commodity price increases could lead to significant food inflation worldwide. The agency urged governments to develop alternative routes and avoid export restrictions. Financial markets responded positively to the diplomatic signals. Japan's Nikkei index rose more than 3% in early trading, while South Korea's Kospi index surged over 5%. The gains were attributed to hopes surrounding Iran's consideration of a U.S. proposal, as well as improved investor sentiment following developments in South Korea that helped avert a labor strike.